All right. Looks like we are connected, but my YouTube chat did not kick in. That is A-OK. There we go. Now it's connected. What is going on, guys? We are live. We are live for another Wednesday live stream. We got a fun one going on today. We've got so many fun things to talk about in the world of bowling. We have somebody hitting us up on Discord. I'm going to do a quick at everyone. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. Wait, no, we're on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok talking about the new IQ Tour and more. James Pravada, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Jason, I will get to yours in just a second. I'm going to do a quick ad, everyone there. We got to go live on TikTok quick. We're going to go new IQ talk and more. Boom. All right. What's going on, guys? We are live with a lot of bowling talk that's been going on lately. We've got a new IQ. We've got a new RST ball, which we didn't really expect. We have a new MOTIV ball that we didn't really expect. Kind of expected a little bit, but not a whole lot. But we have a lot to talk about. Let's get through everybody going on while everybody gets live on their various platforms. We are live on Twitch. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube, which reminds me, to be able to hit our fancy little thing, I need to find us on Twitch quick. CVL Bowling, that's us, and boop. All right, there we go. We got that going. All right, let's hit a couple of comments over on the YouTube side, and we got people going over on the TikTok side. Roy, I see you out there. What's going on? We'll get to you in just a little second. But let's start with RJ. Pro Shop Guy is having a super sale. Outer Limits Pearl and the Hitter Pearl. They are a pretty big overlap, in all honesty. I wouldn't get both. I would get one or the other. The Outer Limits is going to be stronger and smoother, where the Hitter is going to be a little bit weaker. And then we've got I got to connect my actual chat is not popping up. Weird. Let me try it over here quick. Let's see. I see you, Geek. What's going on? Griffin, what's going on? Kickstand Kurt, how you doing? I almost hit that. All right, my restream is not working. That would be way too easy if it worked correctly. Come on, we can't have technology work right now. Matt, RST Hyperdrive looks really good. It looks really good. I'm so disappointed that that ball's probably going to be slept on. Oh, not that button. I'm so disappointed that that ball's going to be slept on because they're giving it literally, we have like 9 days till the Hyperdrive comes out, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely wild. All right, that's not going to work, so I have to grab my stream chat from somewhere else. Where'd my stream chat go? There she is. All right, we got it up. We are good. All right, I have all my chats ready to look through. Sorry about that little bit of a delay, but let's start going. Adam, what's going on? Jason, I see you're asking about Nationals because Nationals is coming up very soon. I think it actually starts this week. I might be wrong on that. It's either this week or next week, which is absolutely crazy. So Jason is asking what he brings. He's very rev dominant. He's got a 78U, a level, a Venom Shock, a Phase AI, a Rage, an Attention Star, an Origin, a Physics Blackout, an Effect 2, or a Sublime Focus. That is a lot, and you're bringing 8. Honestly, the only one in there you don't probably need with your high rev rate, I don't think you need the Primal Rage and the Attention Star. I think one of those can go. And then I don't think you need the AI and I don't think you need the AI, the Primal Rage, and the Attention Star in the same bag. I'd only pick one of them because the Origin picks up most of the other ones. So I wouldn't bring those 3 for sure. I don't know where the numbers all line up on that, but I wouldn't bring all 3. Let's see. Dan Tippett, what's going on, man? Pravada, I made state as an individual at my region yesterday. Congrats, Pravada. That is awesome to hear. Love to hear that for you. Congrats. Devin, do you think the IQ AI is a good ball for me? You have an Equinox, a Level, and an Ion Pro. So I'm thinking the IQ is going to be interesting because it's stronger than the Ruby, stronger than the Emerald. I've seen overall, there's been kind of differing opinions from staffers, just from the videos I've seen and the people I've talked to. I'm assuming that the IQ AI is going to be earlier than the Road Warrior, but smoother by a lot. So that would make it a medium and sharp bowling ball, which is kind of interesting. It's stronger than we anticipated, which is good, I think, but there is a difference. Hey, Ricky, thank you for the rose, and Geek, thank you for the W over on TikTok. Appreciate the gifts. So for you, long story short, Devin, yes, I think it would fit really well. Let's see, Dan Tippett. Would Origin give me more right to left ball movement than your XL? Absolutely. And Mr. Tibbs, Track Cypher, Hitter Pearl, and a Chill Pearl look like they've been discontinued. Oh, I have not received any word about Brunswick balls being discontinued. The Hitter Pearl would make sense. The Chill Pearl makes sense. Actually, all three would make sense. There is no official word yet. I'm assuming sales are really low and they'll get booted very, very quickly. That is my guess. Jonas Stewart over on TikTok, the RST looks like a more diggy gem. I will actually disagree a little bit, and the reason is the colorway. The colorway is so, what's contrastual is what I'm trying to say, but like the colorway is so clashing with itself that it looks like the ball is always trying to go slow and slow down. It makes your rev rate look super tiny. So the gem colors kind of mesh together a little bit, whereas the colors really don't for the RST. It's just bright colors. But overall, it looks like that RST is actually later than the Gem, and it's going to be later than the Ion Max, just lengthwise. But the colors are so clashing that it looks like it wants to hook instantly, which is really weird. I know it looks like it's a more diggy Gem, but it's actually less by a bit. Roy, you're getting a hyperdrive for your birthday. Nice. That is awesome. Congrats. Braden, opinions on the Phase 2. Phase 2 is the GOAT bowling ball. Greatest bowling ball ever made. One of the best. Justin, the new EVOKE looks dope. The new EVOKE looks really, really cool. So for any non-MOTIV fans, if you've seen anything or if you haven't heard, there's a new EVOKE coming. That's one of their higher end asymmetrical balls, not the highest end, but a step below it. And it's going to be a pearl one, and it looks awesome. It looks really, really cool, like both colorway wise and ball reaction. The original EVOKE was the bright green, pink, and blue one. I love the colorway. Others didn't. I'm still trying to find an EVOKE, in all honesty. I really want to throw one. But the Hysteria, while the name is a little bit long, EVOKE Hysteria, it does look really good. It looks doesn't look too sharp, which is good. It kind of gives that MOTIV pearl feeling where it's a smoother pearl that's going to do what you want it to do. Hey, Kai, what's going on? Big E, have you thrown an Equinox? I have thrown an Equinox two-handed. I have not actually thrown one. I've seen it go down the lane about 1 billion times. And actually last night, we had a Storm Matchmaker, which is a Storm's version of a demo day, at our pro shop that I was helping run. So I was able to see I'm going to miss a couple bowling balls, but we had like the Level, the Blackout, the Equinox, the Rockstar, the S2, Origin. There's an 8th one. There's an 8th ball in there somewhere. A Road Warrior. We saw all those go down the lane. I saw it on 3 different patterns. We had our house shot. We had USB-C pattern from a couple years ago. That was 38 feet. And we had it on PBA Dragon, which was 45 feet. So I was able to see it go down the lanes a lot. It is strong. It is a very strong bowling ball. Not as sharp as you'd expect for being a pearl. It's one of the smoother pearls on the market today, which is honestly a good thing. I think it's a really good thing. Let's see. Let's go over here. Hey, Michael, finally able to make it to the stream. Awesome. Love to see you here. It's going well. Going good. Check what's going on. James, getting the used Yellow Jacket plugged and re-drilled. Getting your first Jopo. Okay. Nice. We love the Jopo. I will eventually get all my arsenal done. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Jopos are really, really good. Pravada, state will be held in Wichita and at the same Bolero Alley where the Players Championship was held. Hey, that's pretty cool. That'll be pretty cool to see something that you've seen on TV. That's pretty dope. Franchise, you the man? Hey, thanks, man. Where would the new Pearl EVOKE be on the chart? I don't have a Pearl from MOTIV yet. Would it complement my Onyx, Venom, EJ, and Lethal? Yeah, so they have it on the chart now. It is not on the top right of the chart, but it is in the upper right corner. So it's supposed to be smoother than a Nuclear Forge, but less overall ball than a Crimson Jackal, which is exactly what we'd all expect, which is good. So I think it would really complement your Onyx. I honestly would complement all 3. It would be a really good pearl ball to go to after all 3 of the balls you mentioned, the Onyx, the EJ, and the Lethal Venom. Or sorry, Onyx and EJ. Yeah, Onyx and EJ. Lethal Venom. Which one? No, the Lethal Venom's a new one. It'll actually complement all 3, so that'll be good. Be the Fury. What's the difference between increasing the grit on a ball and adding polish? Yeah, so the more you sand a bowling ball, so the lower surface you put on it, and the surfaces you put on it are, you know, you say 2,000, 1,500, 4,000 grit. That's like the sanding paper grit. The higher the number, the further the ball will go down lane. Also, the shinier the ball is, the further it'll go down lane. The duller it is, the earlier it's going to hook. I should grab drink of the day is a weird one today. We're going to Coca-Cola. We have orange cream Coca-Cola. I have no idea what to expect. I was trying to find the new Monster flavors last week, and I found this guy. And the new Monster flavors, which is good. They were all right, but orange cream terrifies me. I also got the zero sugar variety because sugar makes my teeth feel weird. All right. Ooh, whoa. Oh God. That's a lot of orange. That is so much orange. That's going to be painful to drink. All right, we're going with it though. Michael, been following your 3-ball Arsenal video. I bought the Track Theorem Hybrid, although also the Stealth mode. What would you recommend for a third ball from Track or Motive? I think the Max Thrill Pearl or the Tundra Blue Fire are going to be really good options. One of those two will fit well with what you mentioned so far. James, I'm liking the new Evoke coming with 4,000 grit. I am too. I really am. I'm not a polish guy. I don't like polish. I throw it too hard where polish is just not really that usable for me. And if I need a ball to go sideways, I can make it go sideways more with my body than with polish. So I 100% agree. I like 4,000 grit a lot better. Kurt, you might be right on the RST getting slept on because the X1 was kind of too. Yeah, the X1, RST X1 was slept on for like 2 months, I'd say. 2 months, people were like, that's a ball, it exists, whatever. And then it started blowing up. And then the X2 got a lot of hype when it came out because the X1 was starting to pick up more and more. So honestly, I could see the hyperdrive being the same way, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm not a fan when companies do that. Like, they don't set a ball up for success very well marketing-wise, but I really hope this hyperdrive does really well in the sales department. I hope it doesn't just, you know, die on impact. That's the last thing I want to see from something that actually looks this good. Oh, I have so many comments over there. Holy cow. All right, let's keep scrolling. Horst is here. What's going on? Schmitty, what's a good pearl you recommend that can start a series with or turn when your angles need to open? So to start a series with, something like the Storm Equinox, the new Evoke Hysteria, would be a Brunswick version. I wouldn't say the Black Widow. I think it's a little too sharp. I would go like an Effect. I think you could start with. An Effect, a Pure Envy's hybrid. Honestly, that Intense Mindset could be one too that you start with, Schmitty. Asymmetrical Pearls are going to be your best friend. Also, Geek, thank you for the W, and Ricky, thank you for the Tiny Diny. Thank you. Lewis, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Geek, thoughts on where the Evoke Hysteria fits? We hit that one. Force the Primal Shock to be smoother. So it'll be sharper than the Primal Shock and a little bit more ball overall. Justin, I have the beach ball and I love it. If you like the OG Evoke, I'd recommend the Pearl one. I really would. Billy, what do you think about the Road Warrior? I think the Road Warrior is one of the best pearl balls on the market, period. I think it is a top 3 or top 5 pearl ball right now. It is very good for just what it's supposed to do, which is skid snap. So if you like balls that get down lane and go sideways, the old traditional Storm style, then or bread and butter, you're going to adore this thing. You're going to absolutely love it. I highly recommend it. If you don't need that, I wouldn't get it. Like, I personally don't need that all that often, so I'm not really trying to get one. Like, I have a Zen 25, and that's usually plenty for a lot of places I go. I haven't bowled on burn in a while. Burn. If I do, I have a really weak ball. But for a lot of other people, I think a Road Warrior is a great play, especially if you're more rev dominant than I am. Dakota, thank you for the follow. What's going on, man? What's going on? Kyle, your league arsenal is an S2, a Rockstar, an Effect Tour, a Rhino Pro, and a Spare Ball. S2, Rockstar, Effect. It's very smooth. You have a lot of solid bowling balls and dull hybrids. So you might need a Pearl Ball in there, but otherwise it looks pretty good, Kyle. Harry, you got the Rotogrip clone. Nice. Awesome. Mangs, I've been using the Black Widow 3.0 solid for a year. It hooks too much. The thing hooks a lot. It does hook a lot. You could polish it if you want it to hook further down lane and be a little sharper, so a little more manageable maybe for you. Ricky, do you think that Storm is the best ball company? I'm in Missouri and I hate see nothing but Storm. I don't think any ball company is the best right now. I think it's the best for different people. There are certain people that Storm is best for, certain people that Brunswick is best for, certain people that MOTIV is best for. And like, if we want to go off something like Battle of the Brands, I mean, MOTIV's #1. That doesn't hold much value, of course. It's a very specific competition. But I don't think any of the ball companies are better or worse than the others. I think swag is still catching up. Apologies to any swag fans out there right now. The new stuff just a few ungood reviews have been coming out lately more and more. I hope you guys like them, though. They still look good for the right style, just not as versatile as some of the other brands. So, yeah, I think the rest are all doing very good against each other. Harry, what's going on? Is that a good ball? Yeah, we got that. Kyle, we hit. Harry, we hit. Nao, what ball would you recommend? 15-mile-an-hour low rev bowler. Nao, you currently have a Night Road. You don't feel the ball's acting as it should. The Night Road is pretty old, so you might have to go up. You want to try a Road Warrior, will be pretty similar. All right, let's jump. Turnaround Pens, thank you for the follow. And Nao, sir, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Howdy, always dead. What's going on? Be the Fury. What is the difference in increasing grit and adding polish? We hit that. We hit that. We hit that. Kurt, you might be right. We got that. Balrog. Primal Shock, IQ AI, and Spare Ball, a good 3-ball arsenal. I think so. I think the Primal Shock and the AI can pair really well together. I think those can pair super, super well together. Hey, Revs on the left is here. That's what we needed to see. What's going on? Jacob Jackson, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Too Tall. Hey, Zach Revs, check. What's going on? Saying hi to everybody. Love it. Ooh, that's an interesting question. Thoughts on the level versus the Tropical Surge. So last night I was able to see the level go down the lane a lot of times. And the level really is just a weak and smooth bowling ball. It could be a urethane with the right layout to it, but I think overall, like with just a 2000 grit surface with a normal pin distance of like 4.5 inches, it is just a weak and smooth bowling ball. It is an IQ tour that hooks a little bit earlier and a lot of bit smoother. That's really all it is. It isn't anything bigger than that. It isn't a urethane. It can act like urethane if you treat it correctly. If you don't treat it correctly, it's not like urethane. I would say it's one of the most versatile, not versatile. It is one of the most, it might be versatile. I don't want to use versatile in that sense because usually versatility with a bowling ball means you can throw it from all over. But I mean, it's very customizable, I think is what I'm going for. The level is the most customizable bowling ball in the market where you drill it super weak, you can make it like an IQ2, or you drill it super strong and you put 500 grit on it, it can be a urethane. So it's good in the right situations. Tropical Surge series, it's just going to be weak and smooth. That's all it's going to be. You really can't change that stuff much because the cover is so weak. See, Dan Tippett, you're a right-hander using your thumb and speed dominance. You pick up a purple for Nationals. I would check with your team because Nationals is very, very important to play with your team. If your team doesn't want you throwing urethane, they want to break down the lanes a different way, I don't recommend urethane. But if a couple of them want to throw urethane, you can actually make the lanes better if there's a lot of you doing it. Then I would recommend it. I would say if your team wants to, then I would recommend picking up a urethane. If your team doesn't want to and is very anti-urethane, I wouldn't try doing your own thing and throwing thane unless you really talk to them first. That can sever a lot of relationships. So I would check with them. Michael, what would be your best 3-ball arsenal from MOTIV right now? Venom Shock, Venom Shock, Venom Shock with 3 different surfaces. I say that answer every time somebody asks. I gotta quit being a smart aleck. I would go Primal Rage, Venom Shock, Onyx. 3-ball arsenal. Hey, Bowling Bandit, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Welcome, welcome. Lewis, does anyone have any ball recommendations for two-handed? That can mean a lot of things, Lewis. I would recommend weaker symmetrical bowling balls if you're two-handed because you're probably a little more rev dominant. Let's see. William, I'm addicted. I got the Equinox, the Anger, and the Hyper on Saturday. And you're getting a Ruby. Ooh, you found a Ruby. Nice. I had to show you guys this. I was able to get a fresh IQ Ruby. Completely fresh, poured on January 31st, I believe. It had to be one of the last couple pours of this ball. I was able to get one, so we do have a fresh IQ Ruby ready to go whenever we need it. I'm very excited for that. Let's see. Draken. Currently got phase 2 High Road Pearl and a spare ball. What balls would you want to add? I'd go something stronger than the High Road Pearl. Zen 25, Attention Star, Equinox, all could be good. Hey, Maribeth, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Adam, where does the Columbia 300 Messenger Pearl go? That's going to be a really weak and smooth bowling ball. Very, very weak, very, well, probably on the sharp side, between weak sharp and weak smooth. Too tall. I was a little surprised to see the level next to the Arctic in your viewer Arsenal video. Could both balls fit in the same bag? I think with the right layouts and right surfaces, yes, they can. It's kind of funny. They do similar things, but in very different ways, which is weird. The level is super strong cover, super weak core. The vibe is kind of the same, but in a different sense, right? Like the vibe is supposed to do that. The level kind of is supposed to do that. So yeah, they are pretty close. Hey, Fef, what's going on? Jerk who's going live at the top of the hour. Awesome. Oh, you're going at 7? Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, man. Don't worry. There's like 12 other people that I saw go live already. It's Wednesday's the day to go live for bowling stuff, I guess. Tyler, where would you rank the Axiom Pearl with 30 games on it? Medium sharp. Definitely medium sharp, Tyler. James practicing on the 2023 Junior Gold qualifying pattern, 35 feet, 3-1. Bringing the tanks. The tanks are going to be great on that. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Karate Kid, is it good for me to still use the Venom Shock? Yes. Yeah. EJ is still throwing it, so I think everyone could still have a Venom Shock in their bag. This thing is so much orange. Like, I taste very little Coca-Cola in this. I'm just getting, like, orange slapped across my face. It's orange Fanta, basically, with a little bit of cola flavor. Noah, pretty balanced bowler. What ball would you recommend for a fresh house shot? I would say a medium smooth ball like a Rockstar or a GB5 or a Lethal Venom could all be really good. Primal Shock, something like that. Something in the middle of your bag would be great. Turnaround pens, looking for something compatible to the Paragon Pearl, and you hated the Vaporize. Ooh. The Criterion Hybrid just came out, and I think that'll be kind of close. So that might be a good play. Because the Criterion is the baby of the Paragon and a couple other balls. And then the Hybrid is virtually a Pearl ball. Virtually. Drake Egg, how far should I move over for a two-handed bowler with the Mania? You're going to have to go pretty far left if you're a righty. So I'd experiment with it because I can't really tell exactly where you should stand or would stand based on how you throw, lane conditions, all that stuff. Wayne, what should I pair with my Pure Madness? You're going to want a weaker Pearl ball with that. You're going to want like a Hammer Scorpion Strike or a Ebonite Real Time, something like that. Maribeth is here. Jacob Jackson, do you have a ball recommendation for a lefty one-hander? And he has a phase 2 blue hammer and a plastic ball. Phase 2 blue hammer plastic ball. If you want something stronger than a phase 2, go with an NV Tour. If you want something that'll actually be a little sharp down lane, you could go with like a Zen 25. I just had a lefty yesterday I was working with where a Zen 25 looked really, really good for him. So take this moment to talk about the main thing of the hour are the brand new bowling balls coming out. We have the IQ Tour AI. We have the Rotogrip RST Hyperdrive. Both of those we thought were just overseas releases. And Storm said, psych, they are not. The IQ Tour AI didn't actually release overseas, fun fact. Kind of weird. They got it checked in for USB-C approval like 4 months ago, but they never released it overseas, whereas the Hyperdrive was released overseas. I was actually watching Shota Kawazoa put out a review of it when he got it last like November, December, which was a really good review. He was fantastic. And then the other ball of the hour is the MOTIV EVOKE Hysteria. It is a Pearl Evoke. The Evoke came out about a year ago. This is just a Pearl version of it. So those are the main balls of the hour, but as per usual, we're doing full Q&A. Any bowling topics that you guys have, any bowling questions, anything you guys have, we will answer in any way, shape, or form. If I miss your comment after a little bit, please put it again because there are a lot of comments coming through. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So a lot of comments coming through on all the platforms. Make sure to follow or subscribe if you haven't. It helps me out a ton. Make sure to drop some likes. That helps get the video out to more bowlers like you. We have 69 concurrent viewers over on YouTube. Nice. And then we have like 15 to 20 on TikTok, and then a handful over on Twitch. So that is awesome. Horse is over on Twitch, and First sentient Roomba. I love that name. Why did the notification say you were playing Mario and Luigi on Twitch? Oh man, Twitch, did you break again? Silly Twitch. Tricks are for kids. Oh man. Let's see quick. Edit stream info. Oh, I'm on my wrong profile. Rip. I have 2 profiles, so we gotta log into the other one. There we go. All right, while we do that, let's see. Brian, what would you recommend for a no-thumb bowler looking for a nice medium solid ball? Summit Ascent is really good. I'm going to assume that you are a little more rev dominant being a no-thumb bowler, because generally you are. So I would recommend like a Summit Ascent. Scorpion Low Flare is really good, or a Venom Shock would be really good too. Let's see. Edit stream info. Oh, it does say Mario and Luigi. There we go. It won't say Mario and Luigi again. That's better. All right, James. Try pouring the Coke over ice. Might tame down the flavor. Or, yeah, orange is super, super strong. I think we'll go with it. We'll see what happens. Dalton, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. I see Best Pearl on the market right now. Zen 25 is really good. Attention Star is still the GOAT. Black Widow Mania looks pretty great. Primal Rage from MOTIV is really good. And then the Road Warrior is also just the absolute GOAT right now. James, check out Dr. Pepper Cream Soda. That one sounds really good. I'm not a cream soda guy, though. Not really the biggest cream soda guy. Always Dead, you just drilled the Midnight Surge. Awesome. It is very smooth, so be ready for that. Ball is super, super smooth. Let's see. Dylan, SPI, young two-handers, MOTIV, young one-handers, B7, old people. That was the way for, like, in the early 2000s, like 2005 all the way to, like, 2018. It was very much a sense of, like, everyone young through Storm, everyone older through Brunswick, because the Brunswick stuff hooked so early, and then MOTIV was all over the place. And it's changed a little bit more. Michael Smith, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Let's see. David De Leon, can you bowl left-handed and right-hand? Because I am ambidextrous in a league. So if you bowl with an opposite hand, you have to have a different sanctioned average, basically. We have a guy in our leagues who does that. He bowls right or left-handed. So you have to have 2 different USBC membership cards. One of them will just be David De Leon R and David De Leon L for right hand, left hand. So you can't be bowling in the same person, but yes, you can't bowl. I believe you cannot bowl in the same team, like at the same time. You can't bowl the same night with both. You have to go one or the other, I think, is the rule. Not positive, though. Not 100% positive. Matt DeCiso, what company has the best catalog right now? I would say MOTIV has the best. It is the most well-rounded arsenal right now. MOTIV has the most well-rounded arsenal in bowling, or best catalog. Storm is very close second. Storm has a few gaps yet that they haven't filled, and especially in the weaker section. They just have very few weak bowling balls. And then Brunswick has a lot of really strong balls and a lot of really medium-ish balls, and a lot of really weak and sharp balls. They have a lot of categories that are just completely missing and spots that are missing. Like the new Rotogrip Rockstar, there's nothing that Brunswick has that is remotely close to the Rockstar. All of their stuff is way stronger or way weaker. There's really no in between. See, Simba Parker here with Sauced Cuts Bowling. Can the RST Hyperdrive be the OG gem replacement? Or is the Ion Max more gemish? The RST is actually a little bit later than the Ion Max and the gem. So the Ion Max is going to be your best. It's going to be your best replacement overall. Let's see. I see Horst. I don't want to say it, but I don't like the road anymore. Whoa, that's huge. Horst, the fan of the road forever, does not like the road ball. That is crazy. That ball does suck yet. I will die on that hill. Rig Prod, starting an individual sport shot league that changes every week. Should I get a pitch black or other Storm urethane for the short? Yes, you should. 100%. I would recommend a urethane if you're bowling on sport patterns that are short. Absolutely. Let's see. Adam Spencer, I've been looking at getting a Venom Shock. I already have a Black Widow 3.0. They are not very similar, actually. They're pretty far apart. So you're A-okay getting both. A-okay. Let's see. Rev's on the left saying, hey to check. What should I bring to a 42-foot tournament? Optimum Idol or GB5? They're both very, very close, Kelvin. So they both can work on 42 feet because a 42-foot pattern can be a little bit of everything. So it really depends what you're looking for. Mark, starting an individual sports shot league. We hit you, Mark, already. Awesome. SKP, you're a two-handed righty, a little slower speed. Not sure about the rev rate. I'm going to guess a little higher. XL Attention Star, Vibo Phase 2, Ruby, and 78U. Other suggestions. Vibo Phase 2, Ruby, 78U. You might need a weaker pearl. Well, you might not need a weaker pearl. That's pretty good to start. I would recommend trying it out and seeing what balls don't work there. Kurt, you have your updated Arsenal, RST Hyperdrive, Optimum Idol, Attention Star, Zen, Hustle X-Ray, and BRY. What are you missing? Ion Pro or a new IQ AI? I would go the AI first. I think the AI would fit before an Ion Pro. And Don Clifton got his ZVL chamois today. They love that, Don. Thank you. Make sure to go check out your ZVL bowling chamois. It's out in my links in all of our profiles, dhlab3d.com. Otherwise, they are $20 and then $4 for shipping. Unfortunately, overseas shipping is about $13 right now. That's a tough one that we can't really get switched because shipping stuff overseas is not fun from the USA. So if you want to go check one out, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, Brooke, over on TikTok, what's going on? You averaged 215 in youth tournament. Hey, that at first in 3 divisions, that should get you a first place. Congrats, that is awesome. Also did a 5-game tourney Sunday, 220 average in Philly. What is going on with you? Nice job. Wow. You are absolutely frying it. I love to see it. Congrats, Brooke. That is super cool. Those are really good scores. And $190 too. I mean, we'd all take $190. Let's see. Corey, should I get an Equinox or a Zen 25 to replace the Journey? I'd go Zen 25 will be the closest to replace the Journey. Absolutely. Benji, you're looking at a Zen 25 and the Road Warrior. Which do you recommend? If you want the weaker bowling ball, I would go Road Warrior. If you want the stronger one, Zen 25. King Simba, you had a question. Oh, perfect. We ended up hitting that one, Simba. Let us know if we didn't. Turnaround Pens just got a Sherlock. How should I lay it out to be slightly stepped down from your gem? So I would go like a 4 3/4 inch pin on it, like 40 by 4 3/4 by 40, I think would be good. And it'll no matter what, the ball is going to be weaker than the gem. So I drill it a little bit similar and you'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, we are getting peppered with comments right now. Wow. Noah, not sure if you've answered. Are there any balls that you think overlap with the AI or will overlap? Yes, I think the Road Warrior is going to be a little too close. I honestly think you can have the IQ AI and the IQ Ruby or the IQ Emerald in the same bag. I think both can be in the same bag, but I don't think the Road Warrior and the AI should be in the same bag. They're very close. The AI is going to be a little bit earlier, but a lot smoother. So that one's really going to be depending on what kind of shape you want out of the ball. But I wouldn't get both. Otherwise, it doesn't really overlap with much from Storm. From other companies, not really either. The IQ AI is a very unique shape and is a very unique spot in the bag. It might be a little too close to a Scorpion Strike, is probably or a Hyper Venom. I think all of those balls are kind of in the same realm. But otherwise, I don't think it really overlaps with much in general. Randy scored a single drilled MOTIV nuclear forge. You drilled a 3-inch pin and a 2.5-inch buffer. Very smooth and predictable. Great compliment to the rush and the shock. That is awesome. And you shot a 299 in league with it. That is awesome. Congrats, man. Warren just drilled the Mania. Seems to be due strong. Keeps breaking Brooklyn. Forces me too far left. So I would recommend sanding it a little bit. Sanding it down to like 3000 grit will make it a little bit smoother. That'll help a lot. Matt DeCiso, I meant individual brand. Oh, well, see the hard thing with bowling brands, right, is I know Storm has 3 different brands technically, Storm, Rotogrip, and 900 Global, but they're all poured in the same plant. They all have virtually the same R&D guys, research and development guys. They have virtually the same core like developers and core creators. There's a few different ones, of course, that roam around specific companies, but even in the Brunswick side, they all are pretty much in the same spot. So for brands, there's really 3. I know there's 11 on paper, but in reality, there's 3. It's MOTIV, it's Storm Products, and it's the Brunswick brands, the 7 Brunswick brands. So that's what I would say. If you're going individual, it's MOTIV by far. MOTIV has 20 bowling balls. I think the next closest is probably Hammer with maybe 11 or 12. So then I would go them. Adam, do you think MOTIV in the next few months will make a new urethane? God, I hope so. Oh, I hope so, so much. It is weird that they don't have one right now. I was partially assuming this new release was going to be some kind of urethane, but nope. Nope, nope, no. Justin Fields, hello there. What's going on? New to the channel, finally joining a bowling league. Looking into bowling balls and you're eyeing the Venom Shock. Yes, the Venom Shock is fantastic, Justin. I would highly, highly recommend it. Let's see. I did see Brooke post a few more things. Been doing pretty good lately, except Monday, 178 average. Oh, on team trials day 1, men. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the team trials patterns are brutal, absolutely brutal. Shy, just got a Criterion Hybrid, 750 first set. Ooh, nice. I've seen good things about the Criterion Hybrid. It's a lot sharper than well, it's about as sharp as I expected. I thought it would be pretty angular, and it looks super angular, but yet it's pretty early, which is kind of unique. So that's very nice to see. Very good to see. Low key, what bowling bag do you use? I have Storm bags, but I do need new ones. Most bags are going to be pretty close in quality. KR, Storm, Vice, I know, has some really good ones right now. Turbo, I think, has some okay ones. Hammer has some good ones. So MOTIV used to have phenomenal ones. I think they switched them, unfortunately, but they had amazing bags for a while. BB, is urethane worth it if you bowl on Sport, House, and Challenge? Yes. If you bowl on Sport, urethane is definitely, I don't want to say necessity, but close. Let's see. A Spencer over on Twitch, what's going on? Weird noob question. Why do people not like urethane? So the reason people don't like urethane, a couple of reasons. The two big ones are, one, it is a crutch for a lot of situations. So you virtually need it for any shorter patterns, and that's the only ball you can throw. It takes a little bit of creativity out of the game. So that's one reason people don't like it. The other one is people don't know how to use it at times. So they'll use it on a house shot, and they'll do okay. They'll hit the pocket a lot, maybe not carry much, but then the oil pattern gets absolutely destroyed, absolutely toasted. And that is usually the bigger problem with urethane, is the effects of it, because it makes a lane transition differently than if you were throwing a reactive ball. And Rig, what Storm urethane would be most versatile? Not sponsored or anything, but I prefer Storm, and had a purple hammer, had it drilled with a weird layout, and I got rid of it. So most versatile right now, the Rockstar or the Summit Ascent, I think, will be your best bet. Because if you don't like it, you polish it a little bit, and then I think it'll be better for you. So the Rockstar or the Summit Ascent will be good. Kevin Williams, what we got going on in here? What's going on, man? We got a lot of bowling talk, all the new bowling balls that got announced. We have Q&A for everything and anything bowling. So any questions that anybody's got, and I am way behind. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live on TikTok. We're at 75 on YouTube. Thank you guys who's hanging in there, because I know there's a lot of guys live right now. A lot of guys. I know Fef is probably hanging out here somewhere just waiting, because he's got 20 minutes till he goes live. Let's see. Billy, I saw you throw something out there. Let me scroll back up quick, man. Where'd you go? There you are. I just got back into bowling, and a buddy gifted me the what? The Ebonite GSV1? What in the bloody hell is that thing? GSV1? How old is that thing? Oh, that's just a cover stock. Oh, my bad. No, that's a cover stock, man. So I'm guessing he gave you the Verdict Solid. Love it, dude. Keep growing our sport. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Are you hanging out in Reno right now? Enjoying a month straight of Reno and back to back casinos. Let's see. Where did that? I missed that. Oh, there are so many comments. All right, we got to keep scrolling. No, we're too far. I did see Geek say thoughts on Ethan Fiore dominating again the PTQ. He is a freak of nature right now. That dude is absolutely slamming the PTQs, which is fun to see. PTQs are rough. They are so rough. Billy, there it is. So he gifted you the Ebonite GSV1 Pearl Verdict. Okay, so you're talking about the Verdict ball. But you want to get your first new ball, anything new comparable. Yes, there is a lot of good comparable stuff to the Verdict series. It's an older series. Yes, it is. Okay, it is what I was thinking. Super strong ASIM ball. Very strong ASIM. It's been really good to me. Bowled a 223 out of it. That's awesome. So if you want something similar, you really like it, honestly, a Hammer Pure Envy might be the play. It's a little expensive, so be ready for that. But yeah, it is going to be a little A little pricey, but the Pure Envy is going to probably be the closest ball right now to it, or the Track Criterion. Those are probably going to be the top two. Looking at the new Mania is going to be a lot sharper for you, so it's going to be a lot more angular. Be ready for that. All right, let me catch up over on YouTube quick. We got a lot going on there. Geek we hit. Let's see, Tyler, our entire arsenal is an Arctic Vibe, Ion Max, Gem, Show Off, Pitch Black, Sublime, Theorem Pearl, Axiom Pearl, Yeesh. Okay, we're going to have to open that one up a little bit. You have an Arctic Vibe. All right, Ion Max and Gem, pretty close together. Show Off, a little bit older. Pitch Black for your Thane banging. Sublime for your medium sharp, Theorem Pearl for your medium sharp, Axiom Pearl for your medium sharp, Zen 25 for your medium sharp. Okay, you have a little bit of overlap in there, Tyler, a little bit of overlap, especially with your shiny balls. But if you change the surface a little bit, I think you can still be okay. Adam, when's the next Brunswick brand ranking coming out? So we came out with a MOTIV categorization video, a Storm one, and of course, next one up has to be the Brunswick brand. So sometime in the next couple of weeks, I'll be recording a 58 ball arsenal. It's going to be a lot with the Brunswick brands. I don't know how I'm fitting them on the screen in all honesty, but we're going to try. We're going to be ranking where they fit in our 6-ball category guide, the always useful Chris Barnes 6-ball arsenal guide. And we will be putting every single bowling ball on it. It'll take a couple weeks. It'll probably be like an hour video, so apologies for that one in advance, but it is coming very, very soon. Jaybird, what's going on, Jaybird? Ace, what is the story of the MOTIV Evoke Pearl? How does it compare to the Evoke Solid? Yeah, so the new Evoke, it's the Evoke Hysteria is the name of it. It is a Pearl Evoke. The Evoke was the beach ball, the light blue, the pink, and the light green. So this one is literally just a Pearl version. Same exact core. They put on a beefed up version of the Primal Rage cover stock. I believe it's Propulsion is the name of it, if I'm not mistaken. Really, it's just going to be the same thing, but shiny. Just Pearl, get further down lane, be a little bit sharper. Still, they want it to be pretty smooth according to everything I've seen and heard so far. Looks pretty okay right now. Looks pretty okay. I haven't seen very much of it, of course, but the Evoke was a huge hit, so very excited for that one. Jordan Miller making a new 6-ball arsenal. I'm thinking 6 Venom Shocks. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Pin down Rico. Rico doesn't work anymore, but drill one Rico. Drill a full roller one. Put polish on one with a 5.5-inch pin. Build 2-inch pin one. Why not? Might as well. Then just go like a 4.5-inch pin. Make it 500 grit. Why not? There you go. Boom. 6-ball arsenal with Venom Shocks. Easy. Let's see. James, who do you like for the Mike Albee event? I didn't even look at the pattern today or anything with that tournament. It's been so a little backstory. I'm an IT systems developer is what I do outside of the bowling stuff. And I got pulled into a new project and it's been a little bit hectic lately. And then we had a Storm matchmaker, so a Storm demo day last night. Little bit hectic in that regard, but so I haven't been able to look at all. I was able to catch like 10 minutes of Brad and Kyle's video on Brad in the PTQ. I was able to see Inside Bowling post a little bit of some fry fests that were going on. That's always fun to see. I love bowlers so much. Is it Oh, that is qualifying. Ethan's winning that. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's 316 over after 6. Why not? Good job, Ethan. Keeping it up. Wow, there's a lot of good names on the top. We got, Smalls is back in it. Love to see it. Andrew Anderson and Prather are whacking them. EJ is doing what EJ does. That's all he does. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's Kev. Kev's hanging out in the tournament. All right, not bad. I should look at the pattern after this. I'm going to do that after this. We'll be checking it out. All right, let's keep going, though. We got a lot of comments to get through. If I missed your comment so far, 1, apologies. 2, you can enter it back in. Do not be worried. Don't spam it, of course, but put your comment back in. I'll go a little bit quicker through some of these. Got a little bit sidetracked there for a minute, so apologies. I blame the orange cream Coca-Cola. This stuff, like, slaps me in the face every time, so. Let's keep trying to fly through that. Yofo, what's the most versatile layout for a Mesmerize? In general, if you're on dual angle, anything like 45 by 4.5 to 4 3/4 by 45 is going to be the most versatile. Panda, I have a Venom Shock Tundra Fire. Do you think the new Evoke Hysteria fits? Absolutely it does. That would look really good. 2GL, left-hand low-rev bowler, need a strong ball. Onyx, Mesmerize, Hypnotize. I would go Onyx, honestly. I think Onyx is going to be number 1. Mesmerize would be number 2. Hypnotize would be number 3. Lucas, you have a Thug Life? That's an old ball. And a Duo, what should I add? I would go a new solid ball. I would go GB5. I would go Phase 2, Rockstar, Lethal Venom looks really good. Any of those should be good. Brooke, slowly adding more to the arsenal before Junior Gold. Any suggestions? Attention Star, Harsh, Sublime, and your beloved Piranha. Can never forget your love of that blue ball, of that Piranha. I love that you love that thing. I do. It's great. I don't see anyone else throw it, but that's awesome. I've been like that with bowling balls before too. The balls that everybody hates, I'm like, this thing's actually kind of good. What do you have right now? Let's see. Attention Star, Harsh Reality, Sublime, and your Piranha. It is such a good like start to an arsenal. Do you feel like you need anything sharper down lane ever? Anything sharper than that Attention Star? Or is that usually enough if you have to move left? Let me know on that. Let's see. Kurt, thanks. That's what I'm thinking for Have a Ball in the summer. Perfect. Bayou Bengal might be a silly question. What exactly is the AI that Storm keeps putting in their stuff? So, yeah, we will go into that quick. The AI tech that Storm is putting in their bowling balls is just a way that they're creating their cores. It is, I believe, now don't quote me on this. I'm not the great on the physics side of it or exactly the scientific things of it, but it is it's like a piece that they put with the core to make it more durable. I think it ends up making it a little more durable. It sounds like it makes it a little quicker to make in the plant, which is really, really good. But then also it's supposed to hit a little bit harder, hit the pins a little bit harder, which is, always up for debate. And then it also makes the 14, 15, and 16-pound versions closer. Now, that isn't completely true anymore, but that is what is supposed to do. Really, it just makes it easier for Storm, which is awesome. And a lot of people notice some different reactions out of the AI core stuff than the non-AI core stuff. Luke, yes, you can run stuff by me whenever. Just throw it in the comments and I will hit it. Revs, what specs should I get for a computer for video editing? That is a hard question for me. I'm going to need a better like computer builder guy in the comments to help Revs out there. So if there's anybody on YouTube who knows how to build a computer or what looks good for specs, let them know. I am not good in that regard. I know I mentioned that I'm an IT guy and a software developer guy, but I'm awful with like building computers. I never got that deep into that side. Brown CT, thoughts on the Hyperdrive? The Hyperdrive looks good, and I'm hoping it doesn't get ignored. I'm really, really hoping it doesn't get ignored, but we will see. It only has a week and a half of marketing compared to the IQ, which gets like 3 weeks of marketing. So it looks really good. Super, super strong. A little bit weaker than an Ion Max. Hey, Saba Bowles, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Make sure to follow if you guys haven't. Follow or subscribe. Helps me out a ton, and then you'll get notified for every new video we had. Today, we had a video on Storm categorization. We categorize every single Storm ball on the market today and put them compared to all of the other Storm balls that are on the market. Really cool video, in my opinion. Fun to make. We'll be having a Storm one coming out soon. Brooke, I do, just because I got it right when it came out, so it had a decent amount of games on it. Almost been a year, I think. Oh, nice. You got clowned at League this week for throwing it. I mean, that's fair, but it rolls good. You're whacking them with it, so that is awesome. Love that. Let's see. Jonas, I'm thinking of getting the new RST or the Phase 2. I have the Crimson Jackal, the Shock, and the Purple Tank. Both work. I would go Phase 2. I would go Phase 2. It's a little more versatile, in my opinion. Let's see. Who have we not hit? Geek, if everyone in a tournament is throwing urethane, but you didn't bring one, how do you best combat it? You punt. No. The best way is to throw a really strong bowling ball that's very, very smooth. So Mesmerize, Jackal Onyx, Storm F, Ion Max, things like that, and being able to get the ball to roll a little more end over end is the best way to go around it. Dusty, what would you recommend for your next ball? All right, you are a little bit rev dominant. You have Black Widow 3.0, Overseas Envy Pearl, Ivory Rhino Pro, and a plastic ball. I would go like a medium smooth ball or a medium, yeah, go medium smooth ball, like a Scorpion low flare would be really good, I think, in that arsenal. It's a big enough difference between everything. Or a hazmat solid. Brooke, should I go for something stronger? Do you want stronger? The harsh reality is one of the strongest balls you can get. You don't have a stronger ball below it, like a physics blackout or a, what else is in that range? An Equinox is around that range. It's stronger than an Attention Star, but weaker than a harsh reality. That might not be a bad idea for you. Let's see. Luke, top ball is the DNA, then down is a gold label, and the exponent pearl. Fourth ball, I would go something stronger than the Zen gold label, like an Attention Star or an Equinox. Since you like storm stuff, it looks like an Equinox would work really well, something like that. Let's see. Saba, wife just picked up the Outer Limits Solid. It is good. Nice. It looks, I love the colorway. I'm glad you like it. A lot of people are liking that one so far, which is cool to hear. Average Yote, would an Equinox and a Zen 25 be a good league combo? It would. It would be a good one too. I think it works really well together. Mark, what would be a good replacement for the Storm Code Red? Ooh. The Code Red was that the hybrid? I think the red was the hybrid. The black was the pearl. Yes, that was the, oh, that had weak hybrid on it. I think Attention Star, right? S2, Attention Star S2. Yeah, Attention Star S2 is the play by far. Let's see. Stefan, Ethan is also leading. Yeah, that's wild. Absolutely wild that he's leading. And he's, I mean, averaging 250 in 6 games. It's nuts. Adam, I just made a MOTIV 6-ball arsenal. You've got the Beach Ball, the Crimson, the Shock, the Hyper, the Maxwell Solid, and Pearl. Like it a lot. Jason, 1 ball still has to go. Spare ball, 78U, level, Venom. I would get rid of the 78U or the Venom, or the level. 78U or the level, whichever one you don't like out of the two. Let's see. Jerpatella, good replacement for the Storm Lucid. Oh my God, you guys are making me Google so much tonight. My bowling ball knowledge goes back to like 2018, maybe 2017 on a good day. The Lucid was actually stronger than I thought. Was that a hybrid? Well, I know it's reactive resin. Thank you, bowlingball.com, you jerks. Anybody? No? Doesn't say. That'd be way too easy. Here we go. Pearl. Okay, it's a pearl. Probably, I mean, Attention Star. In all honesty, Attention Star would be a really good replacement. Let's see. Ian, what do you got? See original. Hammer. Pitch Black. Yeah, to Luke, I would go Purple Hammer. So for the Urethane. Sofer just did a mystery ball from Bowler's Mart. He got a 3D Assault. Ooh, that's a really good ball yet. I mean, I would recommend still trying it out no matter what. I see Vicky. Feelings on the new stealth mode. The stealth mode looks really, really good. Very smooth. It's going to be a stronger, medium, and smooth bowling ball, so it fits below like your Black Widows and above your low flares is really where it's going to fit. Very slow, very smooth, very predictable. Very, very predictable ball. Tim Foy adores his. Let's see. Where are we missing? Life with Jan. Best hybrid ball right now. I think the 3D Offset Assault is really good. The Pure Envy is really good. Actually, no, Origin. Origin by far is the best hybrid ball in the market. By far. Noah, my current arsenal is an Ion Max, Attention Star S2, Optimum Pearl Phase 2. Do you think the AI would be a good fit? It would. It would be a good fit. It's going to be weaker than your Optimum Idol Pearl. It'll be a ball down from that guy. Don, great segment today. Hey, thanks, Don. Thanks for watching. Ace Sight is here. What's going on? When you see someone throw Urethane, sweep the leg. JK, I love Urethane. Two-handed bowler. What shape does the IQ Tour AI make? It is smoother than you'd expect. Well, no, sorry. It's sharper than you'd expect. It is smoother than the IQ Ruby and the IQ Emerald, but sharper than the original IQ, which was kind of expected. But it's also smoother than the Road Warrior. So it's a very rounded shape in general. Ethan Bowles, what do you think about the Brunswick Mesmerize? I think the Mesmerize is really good. I think it's a really good, strong, and smooth ball. Brooke, do you think Phase 2 or IQ would fit? Brooke, honestly, I think your Piranha's a little too... Because you have a Sublime Focus, too. Oh, no, you have an OG Sublime. I think the phase 2 is a little close to the Piranha. If you want something between the Piranha and Harsh, phase 2 will be the play. If you want something weaker than the Piranha, I'd go with an IQ Tour. So if you need anything in those slots, then I would recommend one of those two. Ian, I put a question on. Oh, we got so many Twitch questions. Awesome. Job, best Pearl Ball at the moment. You have an Ion Pro, Purple and Black Hammer, and a Hammer Envy. So you can use a good Pearl Ball. Black Widow Mania is really good. Attention Star is phenomenal. Hammer Scorpion Strike and Zen 25 if you want something a little weaker than the other two. Those would be my recommendations. Niall, what would I do for a 14-pound Venom Toxin? The Toxin is very, very old. It's not going to hook much. But be ready for that. Otherwise, like, what should you do with it? You're probably going to have to clean it if you just got one, for sure. Joe, best Pearl Ball we hit. Please help. All of them are pin up. I would keep the Pearl Ball pin up. It's just going to be a lot sharper than the others. So that's what I would go. Jackson with the subscription. Thank you, man. Appreciate the subscription. Send me a note after this and we can get together for trying to figure out a full arsenal and all that. Remember, that is a perk with the TikTok subscription, is for like $4 a month. I'll give you a personalized one-to-one full arsenal idea of what you should get. All right, let's keep going. We got a lot of comments going on. Remember, if I miss your comment, I apologize, but just put it again and I will be able to answer it. Also, then, Raptor, thank you for the follow on TikTok. We are still flying through everything. Alex LaRocca, is the level a good ball for urethane slot, or should I get a true? I would get a true. True urethane, I think, will be better. A purple hammer might be best. 2GL, how many times should you plug a ball? I like to say two is the max. Once you get past 2 plugs, like not 2 holes plugged, but you know, you full plug it twice, then I don't think you should after that. Storm B28, Attention Star S2, too weak for a benchmark? No, not at all. I think it's a very good benchmark. Deaf Sound Guy, hey, what's going on, man? 250 Rev Balance Bowler. My 2 weak balls are the Ion Pro and the Arctic. Looking for something to fit the weak Sharp. You might like a Road Warrior there. It's a little bit stronger than weak Sharp, but I think it still fits. Otherwise, the Tundra Blue Fire is pretty good. That's pretty much a baby Arctic vibe if you want to stick in the Brunswick family. Those two would be good. Cam, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Hey, Don, what's going on? Does your hand hurt from changing out all those inserts? Honestly, the middle finger was a little bit scratched up because I used that. Oh, no, the pointer finger was a little scratched up. But otherwise, we're good. We're not as bad as I thought I'd be last night. Hayden Frew, thank you for the follow. David Gill, so I'm on the hunt for a new ball. You might laugh, but I have the MOTIV Forza. Oh, the Forza was awesome. No, I'm not going to laugh at a Forza. That thing was great. What is your opinion? Honestly, if you like MOTIV, just grab a Venom Shock. Grab a Venom Shock with that Forza. It could be really good. Ochoa, best Pearl Ball at the moment. Oh, we did hit that one. Perfect. Revs on the left. What's my arsenal right now? Ooh. Jackal Onyx. Effect Tour. Phase 2. Scorpion Low Flare on the dull side. Infinite Physics yet. Vaporize. Attention Star. Zen 25. Tundra Blue Fire in the bottom if I absolutely need it. And a Purple Slammer is the spare ball. That is it right now, but I do want to switch it a little bit. I probably need like an Origin to replace that Infinite Physics sometime soon. My Infinite's probably has way too many games on it, unfortunately. That ball's really good, though. Adam, it kind of sucks with Junior Gold. It's only 5 balls. It is tough. It is very tough. I'm not a big fan of bowling ball limits a lot of the time, especially that one because you bowl on so much stuff. Johnny A, my house is putting in new Brunswick lanes. That's awesome. Would I still use the same arsenal? Yeah, I would stick with the same arsenal for now. I would test it first because even if they put in new lanes, they can very much hook a bunch. They very much could hook a bunch even if they're new. Adam, what about YouTube subscriptions? YouTube subscriptions are the free one. That's where you get notified every time we go live or new videos go out. And then if you're a member, though, the membership on YouTube gets you ad-free viewing. It gets you first access to all of our videos. You'll sometimes get them up to a week early. And then some of the higher tiers get you a few more rewards. And I am trying to incorporate our YouTube membership onto our Discord, too, to have a member-only section for TikTok subs and for YouTube members. That is on the way, though. James D, have you ever bowled at the Reno Bowling Stadium? I have. I got clobbered there in... No, did I? No, I did okay. I did okay there that year. I didn't do good in team. I think I shot like 650, 660, or 670 for double singles. And yeah, did I? 630, 670, I think is what I got for double singles. It wasn't bad. I threw a lot of pins away, though. I think I threw urethane most of the time. Or doubles, at least. Singles, I didn't. Chiz Reacts just bought the Equinox. Nice. Congrats. Nathan R, thank you for the follow. Khalil, what's going on? Good to see you. Jonathan, thank you for the follow. Joe, what do you think of 4 ASIMs and 2 sims? That's perfectly okay for someone rev dominant. I think you should have as many ASIMs as sims if you're speed dominant. You should have as many ASIMs as sims for speed dominant and then just lower it more for balanced and rev dominant. Khalil, coming to you live from Buffalo, New York for Nationals. Hey, Buffalo, New York. Revs, yes, I did see your computer question. I was hoping somebody else would jump in to be able to answer it. So if anybody out there on YouTube knows much about building computers, hit Revs with some basic stats that could help out. I'm not very good on building a computer or the stats of it. For context, I think I have a 4070 on my guy right now, if I remember right. I don't know anything else about it. I already forgot. I'm not good with that stuff. Let's see. What are we missing? Johnny, we hit. Ochoa, you are welcome. Pete, really struggling with the over-under of my high-friction house. Very rev dominant. What ball and surface would you try? Smoother stuff. Smoother stuff to blend out the wet-dry is going to be the play. So medium smooth balls or even stronger smoothish balls will be a good play. Sebas. What will I need to add to my arsenal? I have the Summit, the Teal Rhino, and the AU. I'd recommend a shiny ball. I'd recommend like a Zen 25 or a Scorpion Strike or a Primal Rage. I think will go really well for you. Let's see. Where are we still going? Next, Andrew. Thoughts on pairing the Mania with your Phase 2 and Phase AI? Both drilled pin up. It'll be a little bit close to that AI. Just a little bit close to the Phase AI, but I think there's still enough difference that it'll be okay. Adam, where's the Discord link? It is out in my link tree. So go to my description or go to my profile on YouTube, TikTok, or I believe Twitch has it too. Grab the LinkedIn, sorry, not LinkedIn, Linktree, Linktree URL. That's what they're called. Words are really hard for me today. And then that should give you the invite link and you can join. Yes, we do have a Discord. I'd really recommend you guys join. I'm on there quite a bit throughout the day, and there's a lot of other really smart bowlers out there trying to help out. So go check out the Discord. It's a great spot right now. All right, let me catch up over here. Loki, you have an Idle Cosmos and an Origin. What ball up and down would be good around that? If you want a ball up from that Origin, you're going to have to go to like an RST Hyperdrive, or you're going to have to go with a Cam. Thank you for the roses on TikTok. You're going to have to go with like an Ion Max or an RST Hyperdrive. If you want to go a ball down from that Cosmos, you're going to have to go like an Ion Pro or an IQ Tour or even a Road Warrior. Tyler, how much stronger is the Ion Max than the S2? Very. I would say a good amount stronger. Good amount stronger. They are two very different bowling balls. Nathan, do you like the Summit Peak? Michael Tang does. Mikey Tang loves the Summit Peak. But it is a really good ball. At the end of the day, the Summit Peak is a good house shot ball. Very strong pearl. And let's see. Cam. I got the Phase 2, the Trend, and the Ion Pro. What do you think I need to upgrade on and about? Phase 2, definitely keep. Trend is getting a little bit old. Ion Pro is brand new. So I would recommend some kind of shiny ball, like an Attention Star, to pair along with all of those. Let's see. Adam Miller. Stormy is to make a new shiny physics. My Infinite is kind of dope. Blackout reminded me of how good the core was. I just gave my Infinite to my PSO to resurface and polish. I have mine power edged also, and it's really, really good. The physics line is one of my favorite lines in bowling, so I should really pick up a Blackout before it's gone. So yeah, Don, if you're out there, grab me a physics Blackout. Definitely needed. That ball's, and you can shine the physics Blackout to make it like the Infinite physics. Dan Tippett, I'm right-handed using my thumb. You have a Gem, XL, Axiom, Idle Solid, Zen 25, and a coil. Think about getting an Origin to replace the coil. That is a really good replacement for the coil. Absolutely is. Let's see. Kai Zen, 3-ball bag to take anywhere, any pattern from house to sport. Oh, God. There's a million permutations that you could throw into a bag. Million combos that could work well and go together. Cam with all the roses, thank you, over on TikTok. If I had to pick one of my own, I'd go Phase 2, Attention Star, and Jackal Effect Tour would be my 3. Yeah, go Attention Star, go Attention Star. See, Dan with the Origin overlap. No, I don't think the Origin would overlap with anything. You're good. Gandhi, I thought of getting the Onyx, but I got a Hyperdrive. What do you think of it? I think that's a good choice yet. The Hyperdrive is really good. Hyperdrive looks really good. We're not sure yet very much. It's been out overseas for a while, but it isn't stateside right now. Will be next Friday, though. Looks really, really good. Super, super strong bowling ball. Not as strong as a Max, but still very strong. Don, you can have my blackout after I drill my RST if it shows up before Sunday. Deal. Deal. I am in. Revs, can I speed dominate players using a pin down? Can a speed dominant player use a pin down layout? Yeah, they absolutely can. Absolutely can. You're going to have to play a little straighter with it, though, because it'll flare less. So you'll need to play a little straighter, but that's okay. Cam was thinking Hammer Effect or an Equinox or a Mania. Let me find yours again. You said, what'd you say? There you are. Effect, Equinox, or Mania. I would go, if you go with one of them, go with the Mania. It'll be a little closer to your other stuff. Hey, York, thank you for the goat over on TikTok. Appreciate that. Riandom, you are a 2-hand, high-speed, high-rev. You have a Mania, a Black Venom, a High Road, and a Spare Ball. It's a good 3-ball arsenal right now. I really like it. It's a good, like, 1, 2, 3 combo of everything. Jaden, what ball would you recommend, Ion Max or the Hyperdrive? We unfortunately don't know much about the Hyperdrive yet. It isn't out yet. So if you had to buy a ball today, I'd go Ion Max. I feel like the Hyperdrive is going to be a little more versatile, just a little bit, because it's going to be a little longer, a little sharper overall. Tyler, if I start with a solid ball, would I move to a Pearl or Hybrid? Either one. Pearls, hybrids, if the hybrid is shiny, it'll be close to a Pearl anyway, so either one is a good ball down from it. Let's see. Let's catch up over here. Revs we hit that one, Revs. Jason, Sublime Focus, Physics Blackout, Origin. Does the new Hypnotize overlap? Yeah, the Hypnotize is going to overlap with the Blackout and the Origin a little bit. I think you only need one of the two. And James, I put some money on a new Max Thrill Solid. Hopefully it'll fill the gap between the Venom and the Top Thrill. Yes, that is exactly where it's going to fit, James. That is the perfect spot for it. Let's see. I need to get rid of, a comment over on Twitch. Let's manage specific user, and we're gonna restrict that. Nobody click the link on Twitch. Love when people do that. Absolutely love it. All right, Joe, 6 balls. Ion Max, Black Widow Mania, Effect Tour, Attention, Low Flare, and a Zen 25. That looks pretty good right now. I like it. A little more shiny than dull, but that's okay. So, yeah, we'll do our quick little spiel. We have a lot of new bowling balls coming out. We have the IQ Tour AI. We have the RST Hyperdrive. And we have the MOTIV EVOKE Hysteria, Pearl Evoke, all coming out in the next month or so. The RST Hyperdrive, a solid RST X1, is coming out next Friday. I believe it's March 7th, if I'm not mistaken, if my dates are correct on that. Very, very excited for that one. Looks really cool. Looks to be a step down from the Ion Max, but it's going to be a step up from things like the XL or the Blackout or things like that. The IQ Tour AI is just the IQ, but with an AI core and then R2S hybrid cover stock. So it is the hybrid version of what was on the IQ Ruby and the hybrid version of what's on the OG IQ Tour Solid. And then the Evoke Hysteria is just a Pearl Evoke. It's got I believe, a beefed up version of the Primal Rage cover stock with the Evoke core in it. The Evoke was really well loved from MOTIV fans. MOTIV fans, I'd be very excited about that one. Very, very excited about that one. So those are all the new balls coming out. We're talking about all of those, plus any and all bowling comments, questions, and everything you guys have for me. It can be bowling, it can be non-bowling, it can be whatever you guys want. We have a lot of people hanging out on all of the different platforms. Make sure to go drop a follow or a subscription if you haven't. Helps me out a ton. Helps me continue to make these kinds of videos. Hopefully get some more content to you guys. And then also you get notified when we go live. But with that, let's keep going. I see Nito Knight over on Twitch Even though I have 2 IQ rubies, 1 shiny, 1 surfaced, I really want the AI. The AI will be a little closer to the one you have surfaced, but it's still just stronger overall. Also, Cam, thank you for all the roses again. Appreciate it. So the IQ AI will be a bit different from the ruby overall. All right, let's keep going. Bo Blaylock, what are your thoughts on the Absolute? The Absolute was very, very polarizing. It was loved if your name was Stu Williams, or hated if you were the rest of the bowling community. No, not everybody, but it was weird. It was a weird ball, very clean, very smooth. Kind of didn't do what a pearl should do per se, but you know, should really in air quotes. It was good for some people if you had it in the right situations, but not as versatile as others. Let's see. Jaden, what ball would you recommend? We hit that one. Average bowler guy. Hope all is well. Hey, thanks, man. Bowling league, 225 with a pocket 7-9. Oof. Woof, that's fun. That's really fun. I actually did that early in the season, I think. I was on like a 6 or 7 bagger. And in one of our 3-person league, I pocket 7-9. That was fun for as a righty. That was super exciting. Super, super cool for the scoreboard. What was that one? Doug Dean, what would you recommend if I have a Summit Ascent, Equinox, and an Ocean Vibe? It's a pretty good combo right now. I would go another solid ball, though, to go above the Ascent, like a GB5, like a Phase 2, like Lethal Venom could be pretty good. Evoke could honestly be really good, something like that. Peter, what's a good benchmark ball? There are a ton of good benchmark balls out there. Storm Phase 2, the Rotogrip Rockstar, the Ebonite GB5, the Hammer Hazmat Solid, the MOTIV Venom Shock, the MOTIV Lethal Venom. All of those I think are good stereotypical benchmark balls, but I think I think that a lot of different balls can be a benchmark ball. Your benchmark ball could be an Origin. Well, maybe not an Origin, but like an XL. Could be stronger, could be weaker. A benchmark is really what is in the middle of your bag. Also, Earth God, thank you for all the roses. And Cam, thank you for even more roses. Appreciate it, guys. Cam, the best solid ball right now? I like the Jackal Onyx a lot. I am very biased, though, because I've thrown it kind of good with the Onyx lately. I think the Phase 2 is still top dog. I think it's still top dog. New balls, I think the Rockstar is up there too. And Bowling with Coop, thank you for all. Oh, wow. We got a lot of roses coming in. 65 roses from Bowling with Coop. Appreciate that. Let's see. I saw, oh, where did that comment go? Thought I saw a Don comment in there. IQ Fusion with AI and Power Edge winning. Yeah, from what I know, I wasn't bowling when the Fusion came out, but it sounds like it was kind of hit or miss compared to all the IQ, so hopefully it's good. Oh no, Blue Slide. It wasn't Don. Sorry, I thought you were Don. I thought you were Blue Slide for a minute. Blue Slide. What do you think about the high price tag on the IQ? It's about $30 too high. The IQs have always been very high because it's at like nostalgia price. So unfortunately, they're always too expensive for what the reaction is. But the reaction is so unique that it's sometimes worth it. So I think it's kind of the way we're going. Prices are going to keep going up. You know, inflation's still bad in the USA and all that stuff. It's still more and more expensive to make bowling balls. So I don't think that's going away anytime soon, but yeah, it is a little pricey. I don't know if that'll affect sales or not. So I think that's what Storm is kind of banking on, is like everyone's going to buy an IQ. So if it's a little pricier, that's okay. They'll buy it. And honestly, I bet that's going to be the case. Chris Garza, what do you think about the Arctic Vibe from when oil's burnt up? I think it's a good ball for weaker. It's a good weaker ball to get down lane a little more. Ben Jones, 6-ball arsenal for Rev Dominant. That's a lot. There are a lot of balls that can fit in a 6-ball arsenal. Go watch one of my 6-ball guides for Rev Dominant over on YouTube. I think that'll help you out the most. Josh Brewington, I'm getting a Jackal Onyx next week. Love it. Love it. Thing's fantastic. Let's see. I see Chico. I'm getting ready to donate my 2-handed practice equipment. Want to get my buddy a new ball with him. The bag is a Primal Rage Remix, a Hydra, and an Ascent Saw. That is an old bag. Want to gift my buddy a new ball with them. The best one is the Primal Rage by far, Chico. That ball was good. Bowling with Coop, I see. I need a ball for burnt lanes that can be controllable down the 10 board. You're going to want weaker equipment. You're going to want like a Track Blue Fire or honestly, one of the Hustles will probably be your best play. It'll get further down lane. So one of the weaker balls will be the best. John, you buying the Lucy ball? What Lucy ball? Oh, is it like, you mean the pink ball from Storm? I'm guessing you mean. If so, no, I will not. The pink ball. So every year Storm puts out a pink bowling ball for I believe it's for Bowling for the Cure, right? I think it's for Bowling for the Cure. And always a pink bowling ball, and there's always like a very limited amount. I believe that might be what he's talking about, but not positive. They always sell out nearly instantly. They're always like $300. Reactive this year. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the pink ball will be. I think last year was the physics, if I remember right. So excited to see what it'll be. Ben Jones, thank you for the follow on TikTok also. Gandhi, any layout suggestions for the Hyperdrive? I'm no thumb single-handed. I would recommend using 2LS layout. I would honestly go like a 5-inch pin for you. So 5-inch pin. I'd go like 4 by 5, or sorry, 5 by 4 by, I'd honestly go 3.5. I think it'll be good. Ooh, I see a good comment down here that I want to scroll down to from Gandhi. Sorry, I'm going to be skipping a few, but this is one I'm thinking about lately. Are Mark Baker virtual sessions really worth it? Analyzing bowling approaches and release position. Currently want to improve game? Yes. Yes, I have done the Mark Baker virtual one. That was probably about 3 years ago at this point. It really helped me a lot. So what it is you put in all this information, you send him a couple videos of yourself, you send him what you're working on, and he makes a customized, I believe mine was 18-minute video, where he just fully breaks down my game, analyzes it from the bottom up, focuses on what we're working on. He has very good vocabulary and language to be able to fit exactly what your bowling style is and what your experience is with the game. I'm actually thinking about doing it again. I've had a couple guys from the cleanup crew hopping kind of in and out of my stuff, and I know they're super close to Mark, so I'm tempted to try it one more time because it's usually really good. He's a fan. He's one of the best coaches out there, so I would recommend it. It is worth the price point. Let's see. Tyler, what is better, the Jackal Crimson or the Blackout? It really depends what you're looking for. The Crimson's going to be sharper. The Blackout's going to be a little smoother. I recently started bowling sport shots. You have an IQ Tour, an Ion Pro, an Idol Pearl, a Widow 2.0, and you need a strong solid. If you mean the Widow 2.0 hybrid, then yes, absolutely. I'd recommend like an XL or a Phase 2 or even an Ion Max would be good. Let's see. Josh, thoughts on the Jackal Onyx. I love that Jackal Onyx. What should I pair with my new Equinox from Earth God? I'd go like a Rockstar. I think the Rockstar is a good pairing with it, honestly. Let's go down. We hit bowling with Coop. We got, yep, good sport shot ball. There can be a lot of stuff. I'd start with like a Phase 2 or a Rockstar or a Lethal Venom or a GB5 and then work from there. Tyler, what's the best strong angular ball? Right now, I still think the Attention Star is up there. The Black Widow Mania is really good. I'm hoping this Evoke Hysteria is really good from Motive. Hoping so. Isaac, which hustle is the best? Eminem. Eminem is the best one. Well, I shouldn't say that. The RIP is right there. The RIP is really good. They're all really good right now. The RIP and the Eminem are phenomenal, and the X-Ray is great for what you need it to do. I mean, Andrew Anderson almost won the US Open with a Hustle X-Ray. He was very close. He led all of match play with the Hustle X-Ray. Austin Everett, thank you for the follow. Tracy, looking to replace a Zen Master and a weaker ball. Replacing a Zen Master, your best bet is a Sublime Focus from 900 Global. Weaker ball will be Zen 25. Let's see. Let's go back over to YouTube. John, you have an old Deviate Turmoil Solid. There's been a lot of people with Turmoils lately in my chat. That's wild. Thoughts on a Motive first, then Storm. Lethal Venom. If you're looking at a Motive ball, if you want to go Storm, I'd go Rockstar. I think that Turmoil was a little weaker. James, when you personally look at hybrids, do you look if the cover is more Pearl, Solid, or 50-50? So, do you gravitate towards a particular cover ratio? So all hybrids are either, there are 3 parts in them usually. It's either 2 parts Pearl, 1 part Solid, or 2 parts Solid, 1 part Pearl. So it really, It depends on the ball. What I like to do is look at what they're trying to do with it. So let's go the Pure Envy, for example. The Hammer Pure Envy, their goal with it, it's dull. It comes out at 2000 grit, and it's 2 parts solid, 1 part pearl. So they're pushing that thing to be more of a solid ball. Whereas the Origin, for example, from 900 Global is 2 parts pearl, 1 part solid, and it comes out shiny. So that one they're trying to make more like a pearl. That's how I see hybrids. I don't see them really in between. I really see them as a pearl or as a solid, kind of like the new IQ, as Tank says. How about the new IQ? I see that one more as a pearl bowling ball than a solid bowling ball. It's going to hook a little earlier than all the pearl balls, but it's still, I see it as just an early rolling pearl ball. Also, pulling with Coop with 65 more roses. Thank you. Thank you. Where are we at? Chad Schlingtig. Heading to Nationals next week already. Ooh, all right, all right. You have Black Widow 3.0 in effect. Lethal Venom, Venom Shock, Hyper, Ebonite Magic, Radical NU. Ooh, okay. I like it. A lot of solid balls, which is good. I recommend more solids than pearls. I'll actually have a video coming out probably Sunday for how you should build a bag for USBC Nationals out on YouTube. It would have come out earlier, but then the IQ AI came out, and now the MOTIV Hysteria came out, and there's just bowling balls all over the place, new balls. I'm guessing Brunswick is releasing 95 bowling balls next week, knowing them. So I will have a video out for that, but I do like that so far. Chico, thoughts on the Lethal Venom and what balls are you comparing it to? The Lethal Venom is really, really good. It's probably, it's a very smooth bowling ball, but I'm comparing it to like phase 2s. I'm comparing it to Game Breaker 5s. I'm comparing it to medium and smooth bowling balls is what I'm doing. Jake, thoughts on the high speed? The high speed was interesting. The speed series in general from Columbia, it got really far down lane, but was kind of slower. So it was good overall. They were interesting though. Geek with 4 W's, thank you. Alex LaRocca, is the Attention Star S2 2-part solid? Yes, it's 2-part solid, 1 part pearl. Let's see. Tracy Rockstar is yes, it is a benchmark ball. Absolutely. If we refer to a benchmark ball as a medium and smooth bowling ball, then yes, it would be. For more people, it'll be a benchmark. Papo, why am I having problems on wood with the AI? The phase AI, when it hooks instantly. It isn't very round off the spot. It is very quick is what we call that. So that might be why you're having problems. You might need to polish it more. Let's see. Kai, how do you throw the ball? I'm a one-handed righty. One-handed righty. Jake, 18 miles an hour, 220 revs. Yeah, so you'll be really good with that ball, in my opinion, because you're a little more speed dominant. Gandhi, I feel a little difficult with 3-point targeting, like watching pin and arrow at the same time and how to improve currently only using arrows. I don't like the 3-point targeting when you start your approach. When you start your approach, I'd recommend only looking at one spot. Just have one spot in mind and that's it. And that's generally the arrows. I wouldn't do like the start at the break point, then every step you move down a little bit. I don't like that. I think before the shot, you should know, like, I'm trying to hit, I'd like this ball to hit 8 down lane at the break point, and I'm going for 20 at the arrows or something, and then focus on that. Row BA, new MOTIV spare ball. Really? I did not hear about that at all. Let's look at their spare balls. I'm not seeing one right now on the website, but if you know where, Row, let me know. Geek, had to step away for a bit. Did you talk about the 14-pound switch? No, ever consider it. I've never considered it because I throw it so hard. Very tall, very long arms, very long legs. So I can generate ball speed, and 14 pounds, I would chuck that thing. So I would throw it just way too hard for 14. I would rather go 16 for myself personally than 14. But that's just me personally. If you're having a problem with ball speed or revs, I'd recommend trying 14 out. The cores are very similar. All right. Gandhi, what best? Oh, we'll hit Balrog quick. Lethal Venom or Primal Shock for a benchmark? I like the Primal Shock a lot. I'm trying to find one right now, actually. I'm trying to find a few more MOTIV balls since that Onyx rolled so good for me. I'm looking for MOTIV balls, but they're never on sale. MOTIV balls never go on sale. It's crazy. I like the Primal Shock a little bit better because it's a little more known, but the Lethal Venom does look good. I think that one you really can't go wrong. Gandhi, what best package I need to choose from for Mark Baker? Really depends what you're going for. The full package is cool. The less package is still good. I'd go, I mean, it really depends what you want. If you don't want to break the bank, go with the smaller one. But if you're okay with it, try to drop the big one. Goth, I know I'm probably late and you're most likely answered. How does the new RST compare to the Ion Max? No, all good. Don't worry. So the Ion Max is earlier and smoother than the new RST Hyperdrive. It is earlier and smoother than it. That is the big differentiation between the two. So it goes Ion Max is the earliest ball that Storm still has, and then it goes RST Hyperdrive. Geek, welcome to Team Motive. I'm not Team Motive. I'm not like switching. Like I don't plan on signing any contracts or anything like that. But I mean, it wouldn't be, I want to try more Motive stuff. I realize I haven't tried much Motive stuff. I haven't given them much of a chance, and I want to give them a chance. Nito Knight, that's what I was thinking. May just buy a couple and put them away. Not a bad idea not a bad idea at all. All right, let's see. Nathan, I now love my house. Oil used to be flooded, now dry on the outside. Good, that's awesome. Jaden, Harsh Reality, Summit, Phase 2, Purple Hammer, Optimum Idol, and The Road. I would recommend a shiny ball. I think you really need a shiny ball in there. Right now, you don't really have anything above The Road. An Attention Star would be really good. I think a Zen 25 would be the best, just benchmark, like middle of the road shiny ball for you above The Road. I think that'll work well. Nathan, I wish I explored different brands a bit. More mainly used hammer. I always recommend if you're not affiliated with any brand, try others out. Other balls might work better for you than what you think works well. A lot of people just pick a brand or choose a brand because of ease. Like, oh, I was given this bowling ball so by a friend or something, or I got it cheap, so I've just stuck with that brand, which is okay. That's definitely fine. But I would recommend always trying new brands once in a while. Like, of course, the well-known brands. I wouldn't go like, I'm going to go try a pyramid ball or something like that. That might not be the play for you. But I would recommend just checking them out, try one out, see what you think. I always recommend trying out the GOAT of that series because every brand has their GOAT. Storm has a Phase 2. Storm has an IQ Tour. Motive has the Venom Shock. Brunswick, I would try like a Game Breaker probably or a Black Widow. I think those are really the GOATs of that series. So if you're going to try one of those out. See what you think of it. I did see a comment up here. Geek, would you decline staff offers in order to stay objective? Funny story is yes, I have said that a lot in the past. I've never gotten a staff offer. Don't really plan on it at all anytime soon. But yeah, I would think about it, of course, but I don't think I would. I would love to get a ball or two to be able to test because I unfortunately can't do ball reviews. The ball review market is staffers and J.R. Raymond and the hype bowling. That is it. It is a market that you can't really touch. Like, for example, Brunswick, he dominates the Brunswick market because he can drop his reviews the second the ball is announced. The absolute second it's announced because he works at Brunswick. So he's able to get videos and put those videos out the second that the ball is out, which obviously inflates view numbers, obviously inflates your channel. So I would love to try reviews because I feel like I'd be a little more unbiased, but I don't have the resources for any of that. So yeah, that's more to come. But I see Lefty two-hand. There's a new Motive ball. There is the EVOKE Hysteria. It is a pearl version of the Motive EVOKE. Very, very cool bowling ball. Looks really good right now. Haven't seen it go down the lane much, but people are pretty excited for it because the EVOKE was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I see Lefty. What's a pyramid ball? So Pyramid is a very small bowling brand. They aren't as much around anymore. They really weren't in general. They're hard to get. I don't think pro shops can actually order pyramid balls. You have to buy them online. But they were just a smaller bowling brand is what they were. Let's see. Let's go back over to YouTube. We got a lot going on. We have Gandhi. We got that one. Chico, my spare ball is my burnt lane ball since I flatten out my hand for my spares. Perfect. Hey, Black Star Piece, what's going on? Thanks for recommending the Primal Raids. The ball is so good. Started looking for a Venom. I found a Coral for 90 Undro. Where did you find that? What? How did you find a blue Coral for 90 bucks? That's absurd. I love that for you, but wow.
Chico, I throw primarily MOTIV. However, I love my purple solid reactives. That's awesome. That is exactly it. There are probably other balls from other brands that are going to roll good for you too. So always good to experiment. There's no reason to stick with a company unless you have a contract. Like, it's good to be loyal, but it's good to try other things too. My buddy bought the new Swag Intensive or whatever it is because no one had it. That's fair too. That's a perfect reason to buy a ball. Kai, have the Black Venom and the Max Pearl. Third ball to experiment with. I'd go a shiny ball that's above the Max Pearl. If you want to stick MOTIV, you might want to try that new EVOKE Hysteria. If you don't want to stick MOTIV, try like an Equinox or a Black Widow Mania. Gophers, what do you think of the Hammer Effect Tour? I love mine. Mine is my house shot ball. If I need a ball on a house shot, it's the Effect Tour. I actually might be bringing it this weekend. I have a tournament where you can only bring 2 bowling balls and they cannot be urethane. And we're bowling on 50 feet and 35 feet on every lane, or on every pair. It's going to be a dual pattern layout or dual oil pattern tournament. So I'm tempted to bring the Effect Tour for that. Effect Tour and Jackal Onyx are what I'm kind of juggling right now. I really like it in general. Let's see. Ooh, we have a lot of comments. Cody, my bag has a Cosmic Idol, Idol Cosmos, Revenant, and a level. Nice. Nice, nice. Pam, what's going on? How you doing? Fusion, pin down versus pin up. Yes, pin up is going to cause the ball to hook more, flare more, so it'll hook earlier and hook more. Pin down will make the ball hook later and be smoother. Jeremy, I really like the Tropical Surge Solid, but I want it to be stronger, so you got a Lethal Venom. Good call, good call. Brian Ellis, thank you for the follow. Gophers, we hit. Jeremy, would that be a good ball? Yeah, I think it's a big step up, but it's a good step up. We love that shiny ASIM slot, Kai. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Lefty two-hand, that purple solid reactive, it was really good, and it was gone too soon. Absolutely. Pam, you should totally take the Jackal. Jackal's great. Bobby, what do you think about the DV8 Vandal? That's an old ball. That was one of DV8's better bowling ball lines. It wasn't amazing, but it was better. I think it was pretty well liked, actually, overall. Does the spare ball count as one of your 2? It does not, Tuna. It does not. No, it cannot be plastic. It cannot be urethane. It cannot be microcell polymer. The level is allowed, and the NU balls are allowed, but there's no reason to bring them because you have 2 balls for 2 patterns. For example, last year, I ended up taking second at the tournament last year. I had a 900 Global Reality at 1,000 grit, and then I had a brand new Scorpion Low Flare was the plan. The Low Flare was going to be my burn ball. The Reality was going to be my first ball on both patterns. I threw it a couple times and I realized that thing looked terrible because we have to pick the balls before practice starts. So you can get shut out before the tournament starts, which is wild. It's more of a, it's a fun tournament at the end of the day, but it is crazy. It really shows versatility. So I threw the low flare on both patterns for about 16 games is what it ended up being. No, it was only 12 games. It was 12 games total. And it was a lot of Scorpion low flare action. I put in so many shots with that ball that day. Let's see. Jaden, what urethane do you recommend? I always recommend the purple hammer. If you want more control, go with a black hammer. Lefty, what's your opinion on the outer limits? The solid is good. It's slow, it's tumbly, it's rolly, it looks cool. It sounds like the reaction dies a little bit quicker than other balls, but still really good. Still good in general. Darian, thoughts on the Lethal Venom? Lethal Venom is fantastic right now. Pam, you got it. I have no doubt that you can definitely pull through. Hey, thank you, Pam. Appreciate it. Lefty two-hand, had to get it polished. Let's go over to YouTube again quick. Let's see. Brandon, yeah, we got you. B-Slice. I have the Hammer Effect Tour, Attention Star, Ion Pro, DNA Coil, and a Sublime. Is there anything you recommend if there are any gaps? So you have an Effect Tour, Attention Star, Ion Pro, DNA, and a Sublime. I really like it. I don't think you really have much for gaps right now. I don't think many gaps exist in that one. I'm getting peppered with stuff again. Black Star piece. Local pro shop had one left that's been on the clearance rack. Wow. I need to find your pro shop. That's awesome. Jaybird, I have an interest in the Road Warrior. What other balls are equal across the brands? Road Warrior, you're going to have probably the Hyper Venom from MOTIV, the Hammer Anger from Brunswick brands. Those are going to be the best 2. Gandhi, I've heard we should use strong balls on AMF because it's smooth and a little weak balls on Brunswick. Yeah, depending on the oil, that does matter a lot. Both lane surfaces, AMFs hook a little bit less than Brunswick's, but not much. It really depends on what the actual surface is, because you can have different ones from the brands. So that could be, yes, partially true. Yes. Let's see. Nathan, I don't remember my layout, but it's a strong one. But I have stronger on my blue hammer, but it's a hassle. I have to hit it with surface every week. That is one of the sucky things. That ball shines up quick. Joe, tour and low flare 2. That's what I'm thinking, is just go tour and low flare. Lefty 2 and at my pro shop, there's already 3 Zen 25s on the used rack. That's weird. Why? Don't get rid of a ball right after you drill it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the price then. The Zen, I really like it. A lot of people really like it. We just had a local storm staffer tell us last night that he was at our demo day. He's like, yeah, I'm buying 2 more of those phase 2s. And he's not a guy who buys many bowling balls at all. He throws a handful of the new releases. He's a guy that easily could have gone pro. He won a bunch of tournaments all over the Midwest for a while. He had his tour card for a bit. He wanted more Zen 25s, which is cool. Lucas Fishing, thoughts on the Rattler NU? It's a really good urethane ball if you don't like urethane. Pretty good in general. I see Chico. What ball from MOTIV do you think they should release? They should release or bring back. The villain line was really good. What should they bring back? That's a good question. The Forza line, I think, would be number 1. Forza line was really good. Bring back the Forzas. Let's see. Jaden, what layout would you recommend for a big ball? What would you recommend for a pearl ball? Big ball, I always like smooth layouts, like a 55 by 4 1/4 or 4 by 55. For shiny balls, I like going 4 3/4 inches by like 30 to make it quick. Lefty 2 and I had Road Warrior, but the angular reaction died, so I don't use it. Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't know that ball would die that quick. Darian, suggestion on a third ball. You have a Lethal Venom and a Mania. I'd go a weaker Pearl ball then. Something like a Hammer Anger could fit really well with that. Or a Hyper Venom or a Road Warrior. Matthew, how similar is the new blue to the purple? The new blue is way later and a lot sharper than the purple. Lucas, my duo isn't hitting hard enough. Anything better for the middle? Zen 25 is a good replacement for the duo right now. And Yofo, is being able to score well on a fried house shot and not so well on heavy oil a sign of poor fundamentals or being a novice? Or do people generally match up better to certain oil patterns? People always match up to certain oil patterns better and worse than others. So there are times where like for me, I'm not very good on short patterns. I'm much better on long patterns, but not very good on short. Every bowler has their preference, which is a-okay. That is perfectly fine. Lefty. So I use the Road Warrior on the extremely burnt lanes. Oh, that might have screwed up the surface a little bit. You could probably try a full resurface and see what happens. Gandhi, forward oiling versus reverse, which is difficult. Higher forward or low reverse and low forward higher. They're about the same. I don't think it really affects all that much. It does, but like, I don't think either is easier or tougher. And SN, what are the pros and cons of being a bowling staffer if you're not a professional bowler? So the pros of being a staffer are you are representing a brand, you are representing a company. So you're basically an employee of hopefully your favorite bowling brand. Really, really cool to go out and represent them and to be able to put on a good picture for them, to be able to help them succeed. Also, you usually get discounts or free stuff, depending on where you are. So you could get free bowling balls or cheaper bowling balls, products, all that jazz. The cons are you are a marketer for that brand. So everything you do online represents that brand. So if you're posting if you're posting bad political or religious or just jerkish stuff on socials, you're representing that brand and they can kick you out for that. So you're a little more monitored because you are representing whatever company. So that's one of the tough parts with being a staffer. So pros and cons, of course. Don, I would mess with the surface before giving up a ball. Absolutely. Yes. You were falling out of love with your duo, put 1500 grit on it and rolled 6 strikes in the back half of game 3 for 225. There we go. Jaybird, what about the new IQ? Do you think it will match up with my game? I think the new IQ You say you like the Road Warrior. I think it's very similar to the Road Warrior, a little bit smoother, so less sharp. So yes, it could. Yofo, if you have two of the exact same ball, do you drill them different with different layouts to have different reactions? Or do you drill them with the same and wait for the first ball to die? It really depends what you want it to do. If you want just the same exact bowling ball, I drill one, save the other for a rainy day, and then drill the second one when the first one kind of pukes out on you. I usually don't like having multiple of the same ball in the bag. I'm very not for that, but if you adore a bowling ball and you want something different, go for it. Change the surface, change the layout, and try it out. Rocco, there's a little X engraved above my finger holes. Weird. I have no idea. Not a clue. Kai, 2 SBI demo days and you missed both. Oh, there's a lot more going on this week, Kai. There are, in Minnesota, there's one in the cities that was going on today. I believe tomorrow there's also one in the cities, maybe. Tomorrow and Friday, they're around the city. So there's a lot more this week. So you still can hit a couple. Nathan, how do you become a staffer? A lot of ways. Being bigger on social media, along with promoting positive bowling content, along with winning a lot and getting really high scores. And being noticed, getting your name out there. Matthew threw my first 209 in league last night. Nice, congrats. That is awesome, Matthew. Love to see that. And 60 feet to success. What's going on? Thoughts on the gem versus the new RST? The new RST is going to be a little longer and a little sharper than the Ion Max right now, and the gem, So it's going to be longer and sharper than both. Let's see. Rip. Don Clifton might also want to get the ball drilled differently, or that. Chico, how well do you think the new KR Rise will stand up to competition? I think it will be a weekend bowling ball that is not going to be used very often. I think if you're highly rev dominant or you're new to the game, great choice. I don't think it's going to be very useful in many other situations, in all honesty. But that's just because it's entry level. That's how it is. Let's see. I think we pretty much hit everything. We're going to do a last call on questions. I'm realizing it's about 7:40. So we're going to do last call on questions for all the platforms, all on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And then we will be calling it a night. So last call on questions. Throw them out there everywhere that you guys can. It would be appreciated if you can. We have a lot of people still hanging out. Thank you, everybody who's hung out tonight. Really appreciate it. Love seeing all of you guys hanging out. Love seeing a lot of familiar faces and being able to talk bowling with all of you. Irving, I have an Ion Pro and a Journey. Would the new IQ fit? Yeah, it'll fit below the Journey, but next to the Ion Pro. Lefty two-hand, did you like the TNT and the infused? I hated the TNT. I like the infused. I think the infused is pretty good. It was just a shiny medium ball. Overall, pretty good. Kai, do you think Storm will make a new urethane in the next year? I don't think so. I think the next urethane they come out with will be like October or November. That's probably about it. Nathan, what is the new Rockstar like? The new Rockstar is weaker than the Phase 2, but stronger than a Summit Ascent. It's a very good, just symmetrical, solid ball. Let's see. Jaybird, what are your requirements to be in one of your ranking Arsenal videos? I have 6 in total right now. No requirements. Shoot me an email. However, I have a lot to go through. I believe I have 50 right now. So it'll take a little bit. But yeah, if you just shoot me an email, I will add you to the list. T-Bull needs something a little bit stronger on the back end than the High Road Pearl. Road Warrior is really good for a little bit stronger down lane. If you want, I think that might be the only sharper ball, really. Rip Van Revs. Oh, yep, true. If you don't like a ball, definitely, yep, re-drill it. I like that. Kai, we hit Nathan, we hit James. I had to switch to two-handed because I hurt my thumb. How can I pick my speed up? Boost up your footwork. So make your feet go faster. Make your footwork pace, like say these are your steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it a little bit quicker and you'll be good. Lefty two-handed, did you like the Mesmerize? Yeah, I actually had it as my #1 strong and smooth ball from 2024. So I think it's really good. James, what do you think of the Tamer bowling reviews? I love Tamer. I love their reviews. They were some of the first reviews I've ever watched. That was the OG bowling ball reviews. Black Star Piece, what categories would the Road and Coral Venom fit under? Road Warrior is medium sharp. Blue Coral is medium smooth. Matt Sickmond, looking for something a little stronger than your Tundra Bluefire? Hammer Anger is really good, or a Scorpion Strike from Hammer also. Those are going to be your two best options. But with that, we are going to call it a night. We hit about an hour 45. Thank you, everybody who hung out this whole time. Really, really appreciate it. We got a lot of people who've jumped all over the place. So love having all of you guys here. We're going to be live again next Wednesday. Videos coming out this week. We just had a video categorizing all of our Storm bowling balls, all 20 some of them. So go check that out. It's about 20 minutes. It tells you exactly where all the balls fit on a chart. It's a very useful chart too to use. Otherwise, later this week, let me look what we have later this week. Friday, we're going to have a new video coming out, and it is going to be about the, it's a recap of the first quarter of the PBA Tour. So it's going to be a recap of the PBA Tour. So would love if you guys check that out. Otherwise, coming up, we have a lot of other cool content, a lot of great bowling ball stuff with a lot of new balls coming out. I'd assume Brunswick will release stuff next week, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe. Otherwise, that's going to be it. TikTok, I'm going to say goodbye to you first. Thank you guys so much over on TikTok side. I will see you later. Bye-bye. All right, done with TikTok. Then YouTube, it's just us. I will leave you guys to a stream ending page for a couple minutes because YouTube is a little bit slower on its refresh time. YouTube, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Much appreciated. I will see you on the next one, Wednesday, 6 p.m. next week. Make sure to subscribe, then you get notified when we go live. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.